Have you ever felt like your curiosity is actually a liability? You look at your life and see a dozen different paths you want to take. Science, design, history, business, and instead of feeling inspired, you feel paralyzed. Society has a label for people like us. Jack of all trades, master of none. We're told that to succeed, we have to pick one lane and stay in it forever. But what if specializing feels like a cage? Today, we're going to dismantle the myth that you have to be just one thing. For the last 100 years, the world was a kind place. The rules were fixed, and success came from repetition and deep specialization. But the world we live in now is what psychologists call a wicked environment. The rules change overnight, feedback is messy, and the patterns are hidden. Think of the difference between a golfer and a firefighter. A golfer masters a fixed set of movements. A firefighter has to improvise in a situation they've never seen before. In a wicked world, hyper-specialists often have blind spots. We still need them, but the world is now desperately in need of people who can bridge the gaps between those specialists. To build a career that fits your brain, you have to stop thinking about job titles and start thinking in shapes. First, there's the I-shaped individuals. The specialists who dig deep into one subject, forming an I shape in the pattern of mastery. Great, but risky if their one niche becomes obsolete. Then, there's the dash-shaped individuals. This is the trap many multi-passionate people fall into. You're a mile wide, but only an inch deep. You know a little about everything, but you have no foundation to stand on. This is where anxiety kicks in. But then there's the M-shape. This is the polymath. An M-shaped person has two major pillars representing their strongest skill set, which is connected by a horizontal bar of broad interests. Imagine your first pillar is data science, but your second is storytelling. Suddenly, you aren't just a coder. You're the rare person who can turn complex data into a narrative that moves a boardroom. That combination is your superpower. You see, a specialist uses something called a near transfer, which is applying a skill to a very similar problem. But a M-shaped person uses far transfer. They see the underlying structure in one field and apply it to a completely different one. A psychologist who has also learnt design can apply human psychology to product design and help build a more human-centric product. All those random interests you've collected, they aren't distractions. They are a library of metaphors. The more diverse your library, the more likely you are to discover a breakthrough combination that a specialist would never see. So how do you actually build this? The first strategy is serial mastery. The biggest mistake scanners make is trying to build all their pillars at once. That leads back to the shallow dash shape. Instead, you must commit to one pillar for a season, usually 6 to 18 months. Don't let the choice paralyze you. You aren't choosing for the rest of your life. You're choosing for right now. Pick the interest that either provides the most stability or has the most energy behind it. Build that pillar until you reach fluency, about 80% mastery, where you can solve problems without an instruction manual. When that curiosity is satisfied, you don't quit. You graduate to the next pillar. Strategy number 2, reframe your day job. Many great polymaths, like Einstein, held low-drain jobs. He worked as a patent clerk, which provided the stability and mental energy he needed to wander the universe in his mind. If your day job consumes 110% of your cognitive energy, you'll have nothing left for your other pillars. Sometimes the perfect career isn't one high-passion job. It's a stable, good-enough job that acts as a platform for your exploration. Your job isn't your identity, it's a strategic asset. You aren't unfocused, and you aren't a quitter. You are a bridge builder. In a world of specialists, the person who can see how everything connects is the most valuable person in the room. Pick your first pillar, build your system, and embrace the M-shaped future. Your curiosity isn't a bug, it's your greatest feature. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you, and please hit the subscribe button if it did. I'll see you in the next one.